Welcome to Nawiri Wellness Stories. Here, we will share with you stories of how life affects us differently and impacts our wellness. If you can relate in any way to the characters in these stories, you're welcome to reach out to share your story too. With these stories, we seek to bring to light different experiences which affect us adversely, to normalize the experiences and in some instances propose possible ways of navigating them. Welcome. Today's story is about Weaponized, Claude's story. Claude was the firstborn of 2 children. When he was 10 years old, his parents separated. He and his brother Jude, who was 7 years old then, stayed with their mother. The changes that took place in the family were very apparent to Claude. They had to move out of the house they lived in with their dad and even change neighborhoods. They had to change schools to a school which was closer to their new abode. This change was sudden. Claude really missed his friends from the old school as well as his neighbors with whom he had grown used to playing. It took him time to make new friends. At home, things were tough. They now took more black tea, milk tea, and often without accompaniment. They routinely missed meals, and when they had meals, there were largely few options. They ate a lot of maize meal and kales without an accompanying protein. They also ate maize and beans, which in his language is called githeri. This was what they alternated with the maize meal and kales. In school, Claude was often sent home for lack of fee payment. These were amongst his worst days. They were tough days on various fronts. He enjoyed being in school, and so being sent away was hard to bear. He also had to contend with a mother ranting about how irresponsible his father was, and with being asked to call the father to ask for money. As Claude grew older and became an adolescent, he started running away from home. He would go away to his friend's house and stay for a couple of days. These disappearances were very concerning for the mother, and she decided that they stop. There are many instances where married couples find that they aren't able to continue staying together as a couple. This can happen when they have children. When the couple choose to separate, it's important that they seek an amicable path. In cases where the couples are acrimonious towards each other, the children usually pick on the hostility between the parents. Children in such situations may feel responsible and want to fix the parents' relationship. They may resort to being clingy and seeking a lot of ongoing attention. This to them may be a way to keep the parents from attacking each other. They may withdraw and lose interest in things that they hitherto enjoyed. Some may choose to escape from the stressful environment, as Claude did. Their responses can vary depending on factors such as developmental age and personal temperaments. When parents choose to separate, it's important to remember that children are still children. They should be allowed and empowered to be children. Adult responsibilities such as looking and asking for money for sustenance should not be put on the children. The best interests of children need to be supported even in this season of separation and adjustment. Adult conversations need to be held by the adults without involving the children. If the children are pulled into these adult spaces, they usually feel very conflicted. They feel so because they usually love both parents, and any suggestions that either could be bad translates to them as they, as children, are bad. They hold this view because they know that they are part mom and part dad. Their simple translation is that if mom is bad in whatever way, then I'm bad too. Or if dad is bad in whatever way, then I'm bad too. This creates an internal conflict as a struggle to accept themselves. It also affects the relationship with the said bad parent. If you can relate to Claude's story in any way, we would be happy to hear your story. You may reach us on 0745 Nawiri. That is 0745 629 474. or email us on nawiriwellness@gmail.com.